big lo, 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 lo.
Ny Alesund is the northernmost permanent settlement in the world, and it's also a research village located just 1,200 kilometers from the North Pole.
My name is Thomas Blix. I'm Norwegian. I've been working at Ny Alesund and Kings Bay for 7 months.
This is the northernmost permanent settlement in the world, and it was actually established already in 1916 as a coal mining town. But the coal mining stopped in '62 due to it was very difficult and dangerous to have mining here. So after 1963, the Norwegian government decided that this place should be only for research purposes. And ever since, we have developed it to be an Arctic research town.
The reason I came here was actually due to the nature itself. I mean, there is no other place like it. Few people actually get to live and do what I do up here. And being here is just fantastic.
Welcome to Ny Alesund.
There are 10 different nations from around from the world with a permanent stations here, both from Europe and Asia. And they are doing measurements on 360 degrees around. It means they are doing measurements in the ocean and microorganisms, and they are doing measurements on birds, on seals, on whales, flowers, ice, snow melting, and also atmospheric studies. So it's a very broad spectrum of research here, and that's very special for a research village.
We mostly research within the Arctic environment when it comes to wildlife and CO2, pollution, fish. There's, well, actually too much for me to actually mention.
First of all, it's very interesting for the researchers working here. They, you know, this old mining town it can offer a complete logistic system. So that's why it's very convenient for scientists being here. And you have the nature just outside the window.
We also have the Norwegian Mapping Authority here, which also works with other scientists all over the world, which they use the big wide antenna down at the airport, which reads off pulsars. And with that, they can triangulate its position at Earth and actually see tectonic movement and also adjust GPS coordinates.
Measurements you can do almost every scientific work related to the Arctic from here.
There are no particles almost in the air, so therefore you are fooled due to the distances. So the glacier in behind of me is 18 kilometers away, and normally people guess 5, 6, 7 kilometers. And according to the particles in the air, in a big city around like Tokyo, it could be 10 to 20 million particles in 1 cubic centimeter. Up here it's from 0 to 300 maybe.
Average number of people during winter is 35 people maybe, and during the summer 145 up to 150, when the top capacity is 180.
Supplies come about once a month, except for the winter months. We have 4 months where we don't receive any boat, so the food can get a little bit stale in the end.
We don't have a hairdresser or ordinary shop.
10 nations have permanent stations here. It works like Kings Bay, being the owner of the whole community and the area around, 295 square kilometers. And we own everything, so everything is based on rental service.
Our daily activities can consist of going on snowmobile rides. We have access to a lot of cabins here, to our Velferden, which is a system for all the employees and the researchers. You are automatically a member of Velferden when you come here and stay here for longer than 1 month.
We love to go out kayaking, go on boat trips or skiing because the snow is still here. And yeah, we just go hiking and spend a lot of time outside.
When you first arrive here, like everyone, most people, you make a lot of photographs all the time. Always have some, the sunrise, you have everything, but you get used to it, and you don't think that much about it all the time. But I think from day to day, you always have some new views you are astonished about. I agree, it's a beautiful place.
We have to cut our hair by ourselves. For us who is staying in the whole year, we are ordinary vacation, and when we have vacation we leave for mainland or where we come from, and then we go to the hairdresser and do stuff, go in shops, and yeah. But normally we shop by internet. Very funny, very nice. So, well, it's very nice to be here.
Oh yeah, the polar night. It's up here, since we're so far now, it is actually pitch black. You don't see anything. If you're lucky and we have blue skies and the moon, we have a full moon, you can actually see a little bit, but not much.
In the winter we are, it's totally dark all the time.
To begin with, it is okay, but during the end of the polar night, you tend to get very tired, and some people can get affected emotionally. So it's all about keeping the activity up. Try to keep yourself occupied with something.
When the light is coming back, we are going snowmobile with our snowmobile and driving on trips. And this summer, no, not this summer, it's almost summer. As you see, it's snowing. But it's not usual that it's so much snow at this point of the year.
The primarily big predator here is actually the polar bear, and there is more polar bears on Svalbard than there is people.
Approximately 3,000 polar bears. It means there are more polar bears than people, so that could be something to remember.
I have been for 2 years. I have just seen 2 of them, but we have them every year in June, July in the fjord, because then they are looking for the birds' nests out on the islands, or hunting seal or whatever. But most of them, they follow the ice, so they are on the northeastern part of Svalbard. Last year it was a very hard winter for them. A lot of them died. This year winter has been very good for them, so they're here. We have approximately 300 reindeer.
The Arctic tern is a very, what I can call, angry bird.
Those birds are they have been flying from the South Pole up here to the North Pole.
They arrived in the very end of May, do every year, around the 30th of May. So there will still be more and more coming.
When they lay eggs, they tend to get very aggressive and attack people, when, especially tourists, when they walk through the city. And this can be a big amusement for us.
We don't like it. It lay eggs in everywhere, and yeah, not nice.
You apply for a job and send your CV and they have an interview and well, I guess you need to like people and you need to be able to stay in one place for a long time. Yeah, and they of course need different people for different things here.
Mainly I'm an automation technician. I have all the automated systems in the community, like ventilation, pumping, the power plant, which is over there.
I work here in the shop and the post office. We sell postcards and stamps and also certificates that shows that you've actually been in Ny Alesund. And we have a few stamps, or fun stamps as we like to call them, that the tourists can use. And they put them in the rail mailbox and then we take care of the rest. The air mail is sent out twice a week.
I make sure that everybody who is coming here have a nice place to stay. I try to.
But people are normally very healthy coming here, working here.
We have 4 different categories of places that people can stay in. We have the hotel. It's the finest places, finest. We have the Norwegian king and Thailand's princess who have lived here. You can't just come here and book a room at the hotel. You can't. You have to order everything through the booking system, and you have to have something work to do here. You can't just come by boat.
future of Ny Alesund is actually just to be the best research place it can be for everyone in the world. I mean, there's no restrictions for people coming here.
And it's owned by the Norwegian government, and the Norwegian government are putting a lot of money into the infrastructure. And it's a non-profit company, so it means that the money which comes in here goes back to for research purposes.
I love Ny Alesund because the time stops. As soon as you arrive to Ny Alesund, time just stands still.
I don't think I will give the right impression, but for me it's first of all an excellent place doing research. But it's much more. It's a cultural heritage.
Ny Alesund is special for me because it's no days are the same, no month is the same. People are coming and going, and very special, very nice. And people are coming back year after year, especially the science. So, very nice.
It's because of the winter. I love the winter. The winter is everything for me, and right now it is subsiding a lot, and I'm afraid that the world is going the wrong way when it comes to pollution, and I want to make people aware of this. I mean, I'm up here and I can see this with my own eyes, the climate changes.
I'm also a singer, so it inspires me. So I have a room, I practice 1 hour each day because I'm an opera singer. That's my goal. So it sounds weird that you have to go so far north, but yeah, maybe I should sing for you.
Upp mot nord, mot ishavets vann. Hyllet i mörker, där ligger ett land. Nuter och tinder, däcket av snö. Vilar så tryggt i den nattstille fred. Ensam jag står vid ishavets port, lukker mitt öje och drömmer mig bort. Tanken vandrar mot hemlandets jord. Tanken tar avsked, tillbaka den flyr. Ensam jag står under polarhimlen blå. Tid det var kun i en dröm jag det så. Tid det var kun i en dröm